It's laggy as shit here. Oh god. I really like this map. I don't know if I can stay here. Hi Air. Hi Cairo. Hi Mixie. Holy Air Ride. I fucking loved Air Ride. And City Trial in particular, I probably spent at least 100 hours here. Oh yeah, you're dropping hella frames? Let's just do a quick check. I'm pretty sure it's the map, but... Let's see what's, Yeah, it's VR chat. Okay. Hi Jan. Hi Matoshiro. Hi Cernoval. So who's gonna ride Yulin like a warp star? Hi Kodiak. I think it's the map. There's a few other things it could be, but... Just go to a tried and true. Hi Zuvi. Hi Technorave. I love City Trial. I saw this map and I was like, oh baby, let's go. But it's crazy laggy here. New instance. Friends. Join. Yeah, why the fuck is a port of GameCube game laggy? I'd love to speak to the map maker. It could be me. It could be me for some reason or the other. We'll see. Look at all them textures. How could this be unoptimized? You ain't gonna unmute or audio issue. Hi, Feet Chan. Doesn't work. Yeah, this seems so much cleaner. Okay. Now we need to find a cool place to stand. Oh, but I'm bright here. Fuck it. Let's go to Mario Stadium. Delfino Peak, Brightland. So I watched more game trailers yesterday. I figured it'd be like the tidbits at the end of IGN Live and the other one, Summer Games Festival. Oh, this isn't where I normally go. Didn't think there'd be that much, right? I was fucking wrong. There was so much. I'm still bright here, but like, am I gonna get to my spot and not be bright? Huh. Yulin heard about Rocksteady? Yes. They lost $200 million on Suicide Squad, and they have announced the sequel to the game. Suicide Squad Kill the Game Studio. Warner Bros. Is shutting them down. Which, I mean, you piss away $200 million, there's gonna be consequences. Heads are gonna roll. So, like, yeah. Donkey Kong 64, tits of bits. I'm a racer, and I'm going to win. Alright. I was set up to be early. And then something happened. Why the behavior? Wait, why is this? What the? Oh, okay. It was reversed. I'm sitting here going like, what is happening, huh? Alright. If I stand right here, that looks good. I feel like I just started 2 or 3 different thoughts and blanked on all of them and have forgotten where I was. But there was a lot of game trailers yesterday. Almost as much as that one day 2 days ago. So, yeah, we have a lot of fucking games to go over today. Oh, I remember what it was that I was talking about. Hi, Foss. Hi, Bits. Warner Bros. Is fucking up. Most games they touch right now, Multiverse is also in real sad state. Yulin 21 seconds late. Hi, Elder. Xbox was hella hype. Yeah, so there was the IGN Live, which had some good stuff. There was what was the other one? There was IGN Live, Xbox Showcase, and the PC Gaming Show. IGN Live and the PC Gaming Show were both pretty good. Nothing crazy bad. Nothing super amazing. There was 1 or 2 games in both of those that was like, holy shit, this is hype. But the Xbox Showcase was like, it was all good. Hi, Yuki. I'm on my Guilty Gear training arc. Hell yeah. Time to clock into work. Bye-bye, Ewan. I hope work goes fast. I don't think they were all bangers. I think there was 1 or 2 that I was like, this looks trash. I mean, so, okay. To go over them really, really quick, and then I'll go over them in more detail. Call of Duty Black Ops, don't care. State of Decay, don't care. Doom, sure. Dragon Age Veilguard, looks neat. Starfield, it's Starfield. Vault 76, Skyline Valley, looks great. Claire Obscure Expedition 33, this looked good. South of Midnight. Oh, this looked really good. This looked really good. Sea of Thieves Season 13. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, this looked great. Flintlock, this looked kind of mid to me. Age of Mythology, great. Perfect Dark, great. Fable, there's controversy with this one, but overall I think it looks good. Fragpunk, hero shooter. Mixtape, great. Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's Microsoft Flight Simulator. Life is Strange Double Exposure, sure. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, okay. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, great. Avowed? Which one was Avowed? Oh, Avowed looked good. Avowed looked good. Atomfall, good. Gears of War, they didn't show any gameplay, but it's Gears of War. Assassin's Creed Shadows, controversy, we'll talk about that. And then Stalker 2, I don't know if this was a typo or not, but it says Heart of Chernobyl. Is that intended? Is that supposed to be Chernobyl, or is it actually like, we can't put Chernobyl in it, so put Chernobyl? Because the official YouTube video says Heart of Chernobyl with an O instead of an E. Stalker 2 for September, Gears of War E-Day. Oh, and I'm also doing some Monster Hunter hunts. Hell yeah. Icy Fire. Black Ops 6 hype for round-based zombies and more of a Cold War campaign too. Really? You gonna play Age of Mythology with me? No, but you're excited for it, so I'm happy for you. I'm gonna play Stormgate with you, Zuby. I'm looking at one RTS. It'll be that one. Gears prequel is hype. Expedition 33 also caught me by surprise. Kind of hyped to see what that's like. What emote is that? Point is me. Oh, really interesting. I'm kind of hyped to see what that's like. They showed the third faction yesterday. which was the Celestial something? I've got it in my notes. Basically, it's the Protoss. They're apparently like angels mixed with like high tech. And they've been fighting the infernal demons for like millennia. Hi, Glabble. Moglin and the gaslighting. What am I doing to gaslight? Construct additional pylons. Stormgate is literally going to be StarCraft 2. It's got 3 factions, but, you know, they've kind of left it open to maybe add more. It looks like it's going to have better PvE than StarCraft did. That's why I'm interested in it. Hi, Smug. Oh, okay, so I was on track to be on time. I was actually early today. And then I looked up at one of my base stations. And the base station, it's on the ceiling and it's like pointed down. It's at like an angle like this. I realized the thing was like straight ahead. Like it was not looking down at all. And I was like, I remember I used to have good tracking, and then like the last month or so I've had not good tracking. Is that fucking why? And so I pointed this thing down, and I put my headset back on. And my viewpoint was to the left, and I'm 3 feet in the air, so I'm like, okay, I need to reset. And so I reset my Steam VR, which my tracking immediately seems way better. But I also just had to like spend 5 minutes restarting, so it's like, oh shit. So that's why we went live at 9 with no camera set up and still checking the world. We're at lunges. Alright, Global, speaking of Moglin, I'm so sad about it, but I'm so happy about it. Etsuko, Oreakana Miko, she has been redrawing Rabbit and Steel characters as her friends. And she fucking drew an ancient version of me. And she's like doing all the animations for it and everything, so like, I'm literally gonna be able to play as my OC in Rabbit and Steel. I am never going to play as anything but ancient when that is finished. Yeah, that sounds amazing. Ancient? The Ancient is one of the classes in Rabbit and Steel, Jan. Yes. I was watching all morning. Hi, Sleepy, and my heart was just fucking melting. Mario Kart walkies? It is true, it is Mario Kart walkies. We gotta get our stretches through first, though. Hi, love. Hi, you and my love. What does that class do? What that class does, Jan, is they have a pet, and all of their damage goes through their pet. And so their basic attack is they swing a sword and shoot like an orb forward. And their pet also, like, does a melee attack. Their secondary is they shoot the pet out. And he just does like a whoosh, and it hits real hard. 6-second cooldown. Their special has a long cooldown. It's like 20 seconds. But every time you use your secondary, it takes 4 seconds off your special cooldown. The special, your pet does like 4 big slashes in area around it. They do like whoosh, 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 whoosh. And it's this big circle around them. And so the goal of Ancient is do your secondary every time it's up to reduce the cooldown on your special to use that as much as possible. So what is your pet? I don't know what she's going to draw the pet as. She did draw the Moogle pom-pom. She did draw this thing on the character. Which, I mean, that I'm kind of like, oh my god, really? But at the same time, I'm like, it's still me. We're at Bendy's. do you mean, ha? How dare you, Zuby? I sent Zuby one of the games I saw. It was Empire of Ants, which this game looks like it'll be a colony simulator, but an ant colony, like an almost hyper-realistic ant colony. Hi, Flaming Gamer. But then it's a fucking RTS, and it's like battle the other ant clans and fight off termites. It was like, what the fuck? How's it going today? It is going great today so far. I watched 3 fucking hours of video game trailers this morning. Hi, Wrath. Greetings, Minecraft Ewan. Minecraft Ewan? Oh, okay, the beautiful peep. Oh. I'm thirsty. It was the Xbox Showcase. It was the PC Gaming Show, and IGN Live. Because the Game Awards, I only caught portions of it. It was... I don't know why, there's just like 6 different fucking game showcases that all happen at the same time. And I'm sitting here like, y'all motherfuckers couldn't like spread this out a little bit? Y'all gotta put it at the exact same time? Cami stretch, squats, blank. Well, they're not overwhelming themselves, because each of them is only we're focusing on one convention. But they're overwhelming us because it's all at the same time. The big showcase Monopoly broke. E3 kept them in line. Now they compete like crabs in a pot. I love it. There was, I want to say 2 crab games, but one of them looked really good. It was a colony simulator called Crab God. This game looked fucking good. The big showcase Monopoly broke, to be honest. Good that E3 is dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You like God games? No. But I like Crab God. What the fuck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E3 over SGF? Maybe old E3. Hi, Media. Oh my god, guys. I messaged Media about this. But Media was playing Helldivers earlier. And someone was in their chat, literally like first time chatter, followed today. And they were like, can I play with you? First message is, can I play with you? And Media's like, yeah, you can play with me, sure. And they're like, I sent my friend code. I sent my friend code. I don't know if you saw it. I sent my friend code. Accept my friend code. You need to accept my friend code. Accept my friend code so we can play together. And I was just like, oh my god. This person was stressing me out because I just wanted to be like, dude, you need to fucking chill. Media's literally like being shot at and like ducking for cover. Give him a goddamn minute to like get to a safe spot, and then they'll check your friend code. And this person, it was just like, check my friend code. Check my friend code. Why aren't you checking my friend code? I was, oh, I was just sitting there just riled up like, I gotta tell them to knock it off. Yeah, died the moment it was open to the public like a convention. Crab God, that's how the Crab Rave Rap God mashup is called. I messaged Media with a screenshot of it. I was like, you have so much patience. I don't know how you can handle that. All good. 2, 3, 4, 5. What's up, Jan? 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check my friend code. Good lord, we're not doing this. Alright, the last time I tried to do this that I'm about to do, we heard weird shit. But I'm gonna try and do it again. Okay, good. Hey, you, can I ask you something? If it's to check your friend code, no. Hey, bro, check my friend code. It wasn't that, like, it was annoying me. It was that, like, it was potentially annoying to my friend that I was getting more riled up. That's what I was more riled up. The friend code, somebody being that annoying to me, I would just be like, I'd get real sassy with them. If somebody came in here and was like, check my friend code, check my friend code, check my friend code, I'd be like, I will never check your friend code. In fact, you can watch me decline it now because I find you annoying. But when, like, they're doing it to a friend, that's when I'm just like, argh. I have news. Do you have to check my friend code for that? I think Air just missed my entire explanation. 3, 4, 5. You and you're such a sweet bean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The annoying part was not the friend code, guys. The annoying part was the, like, childlike energy of, I don't care what you're doing right now. I want you to pay attention to me. That's what I found annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi there, Ewan. Hi, Global. Kids do be. Yeah, and Media said they were like that as a kid, and I remember doing that as a kid once when I was like 7. No, I would have been like 9. I do remember having a moment of like doing that to a teacher, and they were like, dude, I'm doing a thing. Chill. And I was like, oh, okay. And I learned that lesson. What are we at? 23:15? So 15 seconds, then we'll start planking for 3 minutes. And then we'll start going over games. Ah, 3 minutes. 75% complete. Hell yeah. I have not recorded the last WoW Beach video yet. I did look at BDO beaches. I'm pretty sure I can record there. It's gonna be a long time in the making. It's gonna be a long time to make the BDO beach video. 30 seconds down. Because, it's basically the whole map of BDO, just walking around it. One minute down. 2 minutes to go. 1 minute 50. 1 minute 40. Guys, I hate planking. 1 minute 30. We're halfway there. Whoa, we're living on a prayer. 120. Ow. 110. Oh god. 1 more minute. We're 66% done. 50 seconds. Oh my god, guys. Last night was my family's, family dinner. We had rotisserie chicken. It was so fucking good. 40 more seconds. Ow. 30 more seconds. 25. Ow, it hurts. 20. Ow, it fucking hurts. 15. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. 0. Okay. I'm guilty of making a calorie bomb lunch today. I didn't even count calories yesterday. I counted for the first half, and then I got to chicken for dinner, and I was just like, I just wrote chicken in my calorie tracker. Almost 1,000 potatoes, 1 kg 6... Oh my god. 1 kg potatoes, 6 eggs to make the tastiest tortilla ever? Hell yeah. Okay. Oh my god, my notes are like... God, they're so dense. And there's a fucking scroll bar to them. I hate when there's a scroll bar to them. Turn that off. Everybody look away. Don't you look at me. What is happening? I'm like snapping. I'm like snapping weirdly. When I turn, my avatar is just like... Okay. That seemed right at the end there. Let's start walking. This is Ungaro Crater. This zone is fucking small. It's actually not that small, but it doesn't have a lot of paths. So the video itself only ended up being like 19 minutes. Pretzel Euland. Yuki Wolfie is not a potat. By the way, Zooey, thank you so much for the resubscription. I really appreciate it. Yes, she is. And you are a tomato. Okay, maybe. Xbox Showcase. The first game in the Xbox Showcase was Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I think they showed a little bit of gameplay, but the big thing they showed was like a lot of story stuff. And I have never played a Call of Duty game in my life. And so I'm just watching this just like, wow. Should be 5, I think. I think it's 6. Cold War was 5? Can they just kill Call of Duty already? You can just not buy it. There's people that enjoy it. Oh, I didn't think that counts. Huh. They played so many just like story scenes from the past games, and I'm just watching just like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. But I'll tell you what, they played Firestarter, one of my favorite songs of all time, by Prodigy, so I was happy about that. And that's my review of the Call of Duty trailer. They played Firestarter. Cold War was really great campaign-wise. You had to do like spy puzzles outside of missions to unlock more missions. Modern Warfare 3 was terrible, but I think it might be good. I'm a goddamn onion mason. You should know this by now. How on earth would we know that? Yes, and I hope they'd focus more on campaigns. After Call of Duty was State of Decay 3. You mean Cold War COD? Because 5 was World War II. Oh, you guys probably heard all of that. 1, 2, 3 World War II. 4 was Modern Warfare. 5 was World War II. No, it's called Cold War. 6 was Modern Warfare 2. I'm so confused. Hi, Blitzo, my dear. Cold War is Black Ops 5, and 7 was Black Ops? Oh? Media, you're going off on the wrong thing here. Brothers, we must stay focused. I don't know anything about any of these games. I've never played any of them. All I know is I wrote down Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Cold War is the 5th Black Ops, not Call of Duty. Cold War and Call of Duty are different things? Nod, I got it now. Read it all as 5th COD. I'm focused, brother. State of Decay 3. So this game is survive zombies, explore the wilderness. It looked neat. I looked at the comments on the video and it said gameplay will be released in 5 years. And I was like, oh no. Does State of Decay have a problem with this where they come out with a trailer really early and then you don't see what's gonna happen? Like, they release it too soon and then it gets delayed a long time? All Black Ops are COD, but not all COD is Black Ops? Oh, I see. Man wants to get away from the COD confusion. I mean, I just can't contribute any of it, right? So, like, I kind of want to get away from it, because, like, right now my contribution is, as you guys back and forth. Unless I want to go the Ellie route, and, add something like, she Cold War on my Black Ops until, like, Call of Duty. And I don't really want to do that. You just wants attention. It's not that I do want attention, but like if everybody's going with an interesting conversation, great. The thing is, it needs to be voices on stream. And if it's just in chat, I need to provide my own stuff. Because there's people that don't read chat but are listening. And that's not a good experience for them. What the heck? That was inappropriate, Yu. This is the new town in Ungro Crater. The town used to be way up in the north, and then they realized there's no way for players to, like, find that or get there. And, like, you get to Ungro Crater in Classic. You have no fucking clue what's here. There's no roads. You just explore through a wilderness, getting jumped by dinosaurs for an hour, until you stumble across this town in the north. And then you can do quests. And in Canada, they were like, yeah, that's kind of bad design, so they made this town close to where you come in. And you get quests here. Hi, Gamer Red. You're inappropriate, LOL. Cairo can be a little inappropriate. Cairo was doing some stretches to straighten out their back. And oh my goodness, what the? They forgot where they were and what they were wearing. Okay, that was my bad. I'd clip it Like, I'd clip it, Cairo, because I thought it was really, really funny. But then I'd feel really bad, like, if I rated somebody, and they were like, let's give Euland a shout-out, and then it played a random clip, and that one played, I'd be like, Earlier I was playing my new fave VR game, but needed a break? Hell yeah. I'm going over all the trailers that were at the Xbox showcase, IGN Live, and the PC gaming show. We've only just started them. Cairo wasn't the only one doing stretching at that time. I mean, it's on brand for you. I'm a lot more clothed when I do it, but you're not wrong. Doom! The Dark Ages. There's gonna be a Doom prequel. And it's about when Doom Guy was, like, getting all the warrior training on Mars and shit. Or something, I don't know. He has much more barbaric looking weapons. And he's got, like, a shield with a fucking buzzsaw around the rim of it. It's Doom. It's modern Doom. Anybody that knows modern Doom knows it's fucking, like, aggressive, attack to heal, fucking go ham. It looks really good. It doesn't look like it's gonna be the most, like, innovative and, like, new thing and crazy, but it's fucking Doom. And you can't go wrong with Doom. It's hard to concentrate on VR when you are hungry. That is why I always eat right before going live. Technically I ate like an hour or two ago, but I am not doing VR stuff on an empty stomach. I have learned my lesson. You aren't yourself when you're hungry. Long before the time of Eternal, Doom Guy has a saw shield. That's my notes. That's my notes. Dragon Age the Veilguard. So we've previously seen trailers for this where it's called Dreadwolf. I saw the trailer and I doomed. Have a Snickers. Apparently Dreadwolf was just their, like, word for the project while they worked on it. The actual name is Dragon Age the Veilguard. Now, the trailer we saw at the Xbox showcase, basically it shows two dwarves and they're like, we need to put together a team. And so they're discussing, like, people they want, and they're showing you basically the characters that'll be in your party when you go through this game. There is, the detective, the mage killer, the veil jumper, the necromancer, the warden, the dragon hunter, and then you, the leader. Apparently people are mad about this. Apparently it's, I don't know if it has a negative like ratio, but I don't think people are super happy with. I saw Asmongold seeing people complain about it. Basically, people are like, man, this is so dumb. It's so cartoony and, like, it feels silly, not like a Dragon Age game. Back in the old day, the trailers, they just showed two characters fucking fighting a horde of orcs and fucking brutally slashing them in half. And this one just feels like it's a PG cartoon on Saturday mornings. It's a trailer. It's a trailer for a game that's more than a year out, and, like, I don't know. To judge it based on one silly trailer just seems so out of place for me. I'm sure it's gonna be just like all the old Dragon Age games. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Starfield. Starfield is getting the Shattered Space DLC. This looked a little interesting. The only downside about Asgard's Wrath 2 so far is you need a Quest 2 through your Pro headset. No others will work. Yeah. Exclusives are annoying. VR headset exclusives are like, go fuck yourself. That is... Ugh. Starfield Shattered Space DLC. Map expansion. New area. New enemies. Nope, that's Vault 76. New locations. New gear. New bounties. Some crazy serpent cult. So it looks like there's gonna be a planet that's like... There's not supposed to be people here. But there's this like serpent cult that's like... living on this planet and building up a like army. And their whole thing is that like, you need to be less of you and more of us. Do you feel your heart tightening? That's our serpent god around your heart. And it's like, what the fuck? Forever? I don't know. Starfield had such a rocky launch. I kind of feel like it's gonna go the way of Fallout 76, where like, if you give it 3 or 4 years, it'll probably be a great game. But it's at a point right now where it's just like, you don't need to care about it. Vault 76, speaking of Vault 76, they're having the Skyline Valley DLC. Yeah, Skyline Valley. Map expansion, new area, new enemies, and you can play as a ghoul. So they're adding a big area to the south. Hi, Nanoda. Nanoda! I saw a video yesterday. I saw a trailer for a game yesterday at the IGN Live. And it looked like a really cool JRPG. And I tried to send it to you, but your DMs are off in Discord. And I was like, oh, man. And now I'm trying to remember what it was. But they had a really cool mechanic where, like... combat is 2 phases. In combat, you start with the action phase, which is like you have a set number of action points. And you go through them and do all of your attacks and spells however you want. And the enemy doesn't fight back. The enemy can guard and kind of move around. But for the most part, they're just a fucking punching bag. When you use up all of your action points, then it's the reaction phase. And in this phase, you can't attack, but the enemy can. And, since like Valkyrie Profile, it was a new JRPG shown yesterday. It looks like it's a new IP. You can do counters and you can block, but you can't directly attack. Oh, what was it? I gotta find it. I gotta find it. Which means I gotta... Oh god, what did I just click? Subscriptions. Ah! I don't have any subscribed channels. You gotta search those notes? It's not in my notes, because it was notes from yesterday. I'll find it. I will find it.
Is in our leaders. Leaders are so often...
Don't start that. Okay. I have brought up the videos from IGN. Now I can scroll down a fucking year to find this game. Was it around here? This looks like... Was this it? No. Not that one. Oh, this might have been it. I think it might have been Lost Helden. Here, I'm just gonna pause real quick. There's also a spin-off of Valkyrie Profile that played similar called Archive. Can I fucking click this video? Ah. Can I do this without sound, please? Yeah, it was Lost Helden. Okay. I'm glad I found it. Go back to my notes, please. And let's go back to walking. Your desktop audio is on, yeah? Yes. I've had problems trying to set up other types of audio, so I said fuck it. And my streaming setup, I have desktop audio and mic audio. That's my two things for streaming. Is that the right way to do it? Nope. Does it work when I do it the other ways? Nope. It constantly unlinks itself. But yeah, Lost Helden. I saw that, Nanada, and I thought of you. But okay. Where were we at? Vault 76? After that was Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. So this game looked interesting. First and foremost, it's very, very pretty. I'm gonna check that one out. Doing it with VR is tough because Streamer changes audio setups on launch. Steam VR changes audio setups on launch. Yeah. I'm hyped for this one. It looks cool. It looks very pretty. It has a cool premise. Every year, there's like this painting witch that just like recreates everyone you've ever known. And then like they're there for a day and then they like fade into existence and die or something. And it's like, hey, we're tired of being tormented by all our dead loved ones coming back for a day. Just so we can relive the trauma of them dying. We're gonna go fucking kill this witch. And so, you and a squad, you're the 33rd expedition that sets out to kill this witch. And like, the whole philosophy of your expedition is, we might not kill her, but we're gonna leave clues and like stuff to help Expedition 34. It's like, they're not even trying to win. They're just so tired of living that they're just like ready to die to make it easier to kill her for the next group. And like they all start dropping like flies. At one point you see a character go, are we the only ones still alive? It is a JRPG in that it has turn-based combat and it's gonna have a sprawling story. The turn-based combat is very interesting. Because you could show, like, attacks going off and be like, oh, this is a Souls-like. This is, like, crazy combos and whatnot. But then they're like, yeah, it's turn-based. And you're like, what? That character was just doing a flip. What do you mean turn-based? It's very pretty. It's very pretty in an ugly way. It's like Bloodborne pretty. Do I need to turn this down? This feels a little loud. Somebody tell me if this is loud or not. Bloodborne, wow. After Clair Obscur, Expedition 33 was South of Midnight. This one looked really good. So this was another like action RPG Souls-like. But it has a theme that I don't think I've seen before in a game. Basically, you're playing as this girl, and she's on the back of a giant catfish swimming through a swamp. And she's talking to the catfish. She's like, are we really gonna be able to find my mom? And the catfish is like, oh yeah, we're gonna be able to find your mom. She's a fighter just like you. She's gonna be doing everything she can to stay alive until we get there. Don't you worry. And it's like, she's just having this casual conversation with this, like, fucking 5,000-pound catfish. Suddenly the catfish stops, and he's just like, "Oh, we got a problem." And your character's just like, "What?" And the catfish is like, "That right there, that's I forget his name, but it's like that's 2-Ton the alligator or something. We gotta get around him." And you're just like, "It's just an alligator, what?" But your character like didn't see that this alligator is so huge that it's growing a small island on its back. And so the catfish is like, "Okay, you're gonna go ring the church bell, and then you're gonna jump down here, and I'll be on the other side of where the gator is, and we'll be able to leave." And so you go on land. You have like, it looks like an umbrella thing on your back, but you also have like 2 daggers. And like, there's a lot of just like white runic magic going on around you. And so you go on land. There's this shadow guy that spawns. It's like a quick mini boss. In the tutorial, they beat it up, which is cool. They show gameplay, right? And then you go to the church, you ring the bell. This pisses off the gator. And he fucking like hops up on this land and like fucking belly flops. Hi, unknown. He fucking like belly flop body slams the church as you're gliding away from it, and you land on your catfish friend and swim away. And that was the like 2-minute trailer of this game. It looks really good. It also, I just really like the setting that like, I don't know that we've ever seen fucking Spirit Realm Cajun swamp theme before. After this was Sea of Thieves Season 13. Wow, I could not speak there. Sea of Thieves Season 13. There's going to be a new world event. And I'm putting this in quotes. They say, "Become the villain, sail the most powerful warship." So it seems like you get to just take over a crazy strong galleon that has like a fucking flamethrower ballistic missile on the front. Yay? At one point they show 2 of the characters like lining up with a bunch of skeletons, which normally the skeletons are the bad guys in Sea of Thieves, right? Normally they attack you on sight. But it seems like you join some of them and like become part of their crew. Which is like, okay, hot damn. Looks interesting. I still fucking hate Sea of Thieves though, because PvP is mandatory in that game. Whatever. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. So I think it's the 3rd Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear game. Maybe it's the 4th. Snake Eater is a game where, I think this was on PlayStation 2. You drop down in a forest, and you have to, Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake? Okay, so it is the 3rd one. You drop down in a forest, and you have to uncover, like, the plans of some evil group going on. They're planning to build a Metal Gear. You can't bring anything. You can't even bring a gun. So they literally give you a parachute, and they're like, you have to procure everything. Your food, your shelter, your weapons. You cannot have anything linking you to, you know, the US. So parachute in, and that's that. And you're like, okay. And so it's a game about, like, literally killing fucking frogs and snakes for food while hunting these mercenaries and taking them down. It's a remake. So it's the old Metal Gear Solid 3. They're remaking it with fancy smancy graphics, and it looks pretty fucking good. All they need to do is remake it 1-to-1 in Fox Engine. I am sure that my friend Shinkozen is gonna play that, and I'm gonna watch him go through it, because he loves the Metal Gear games. I've watched him play all Metal Gear games. He just did a marathon of them, where he just, over like 3 months, just played all of them in sequence. Not the frog eating, though. What's wrong with frog eating? Meat is meat. After that was Flintlock. I'm not French. You don't need to be French to eat frogs. Flintlock looks kind of mid to me. It's a Souls-like, maybe more like God of War. But like the whole premise of it is that you're this girl that was a soldier. Her army got wiped out by the gods or something. She survived. And now she's angry. She's angry about gods and wants to kill them. But this like little cat god is like, yo, I hate the gods too, I'll help you. And she's like, but you're a god. And he's like, I can literally give you the power to kill gods. Do you want it or not? And she's like, okay. And so you have an axe in your right hand and a flintlock pistol in your left. And like this cat is like constantly going in and out of your body and doing like spirit attacks and like pushing you or pulling you in ways that like help your combos. It looks interesting. It just looks like it's got a lot going on. Imagine like ancient Rome, but they're dressed up as like 1800s British soldiers. But also there's like gods and stuff going on. It's very much like, what is the aesthetic? It's just all over. But they eat frogs, taste like chicken? I mean, I'm sure it's not just the French that eat frogs. And you don't need to be French to eat frogs. I get the reference, right? You're not French, so you're not gonna eat frogs, but like... I don't know, Jan, I think if you were hungry and starving in the forest on your own, you might eat a frog. I actually would not. Well, I wouldn't eat a bright frog. If it had bright colors, I'd be like, that's poisonous. Flintlock didn't look that interesting to me. After that, they showed Age of Mythology, retold. So I'm not entirely sure on this. I think this is just the first Age of Mythology game getting a remake? Base remake? I'm right on that, right, Cairo? It's the first Age of Mythology? It looks pretty good. Pretty sure? Okay. Perhaps depends what I find out there. Yeah, okay. I'm not an RTS player. The closest thing to RTS games I've played is Civ 6, and I think Zuby bought me one of the Total War games and we played it once. I was really bad at it. I'm not an RTS. No, I played StarCraft 2 a little bit. But even then, I played it for like 30 hours, and all I wanted to do was the PvE co-op stuff. MOBAs are kind of like RTS games for dumb people? No, because MOBAs are like, you control one character. It's not like I think of an RTS as like you're controlling an army. You're moving multiple units. Yeah, less is easier. That is a gross oversimplification. I know it is. Okay. After this was Perfect Dark Reboot, which I think is another remake. I think it's the original Perfect Dark, but remade, and not just like upscaled graphics. Like they clearly redid a lot of the stuff for this. This game looks really, really good. It's a girl looking for like some mad scientist terrorist guy. And she like wingsuit parachutes into a city. She starts hacking the local police to like get information on him, find some information. She goes to his compound, hacks a guy's voice to like copy it, use it to get past a voice scanner. Then she goes into his house and finds him, but he's not there. It's just like his lab setup. Hi, Fox. Yulin, you smell like smell. After what they announced like 4 years ago? I don't know. I just saw that it said reboot. I was like, single pistol, Supercell gameplay. Is this that Perfect Dark game? And then 10 seconds later, the narrator said, Agent Dark, and I popped off? Hell yeah. The dude isn't there and he, like, hacks your brain. He's like, you're an awesome agent. You should work for me. And you're like, fuck you. And then, like, SWAT agents come to, like, kill you. Or I think they want to capture you, and you're just taking them out left and right. And so it looks like an Assassin's Creed stealth game. Where it's like, you literally sneak around, avoid the guards, do it non-confrontational. And then in the second half, it becomes just full-on gun game. Just, like, run and gun, blast your way through. And so I'm wondering, like, if you can play the whole thing stealthy, if you can play the whole thing guns blazing, or if it's like, this is a stealth section, this is a gun section, and you're switching between the two. It looked good. After that was Fable. Fable's had a lot of controversy since it was announced, because people think the protagonist is too ugly. People want, like, pretty protagonists, and, like, I get that. But they're like, this is unplayable because she has a dog face. It's like, Jesus. I played the last Perfect Dark and it was ass. Unfortunate. Like early Xbox 360 game? It's raining. Fable might be cool. I mean, I think it'll be cool. I think it's getting a lot of negative attention because people are like, the character is ugly, and it's like, get over it. It's really not that big a deal. Holy banana. It's my raincoat. What's up, Mother Walker? Hi, Ellie. Yeah. Fable coming in 2025. It had a pretty funny trailer. So the trailer was like the point of view of this retired hero. And so, this guy's talking, he's like, so, you want to learn about heroes? Well, you've come to the perfect place. The house of the best hero that ever lived. There he is, all his glory. As he, like, points at a picture of himself, and it's like, oh, God. I don't know if this guy is serious that he was actually some great hero. But just his whole attitude is just like, bro, you need to fucking... Good lord. You in Yellow Jacket. It's a raincoat! I like the trailer for this. I don't think it showed much gameplay, but that's fine. Fragpunk. What is there to say about Fragpunk? It was the 17th hero shooter we've seen, and I'm so tired of these. Fragpunk is a 5v5 hero shooter. But, hi. The big thing about this game Fragpunk is that characters have cards. And when they break the cards, they change, like, the rules of the game. So, like, there was one character, they have a card that literally says, like, jungle. And they snap the card in two, and then just, like, grass and trees grow over the entire stage. And they're hiding in the bushes, and two people walk past them, and then they kind of sneak up behind them and just, you know, blast them in the back of the head. There was one card that, like, turned the stage upside down. So, like, it literally just flipped the stage upside down and made everything freaky like that. There was a big head card, which looked fucking goofy. But it made every character in the game have giant heads. And the person who used this was a sniper, who then was landing easy headshots on everybody. I mean, the fact that it's coming back at all this hype. Last Fable game was a Kinect game, lol. Yeah, the trailer's cool. Then I saw Hero Shooter at the end and instantly checked out. Would be a cool PvE game, but no. Oh, cool, another hero shooter. So what's next on the list? That's some long hair. Yeah. It doesn't look like a bad hero shooter. It's just... It's a saturated genre right now. Mixtape. If you like not The Last of Us. If you like, Stranger Things. This looks similar to that, where it's got that very... It's got a similar aesthetic, and it's going to be a wild story around a small town character. With Mixtape, basically this girl and her two friends, it's the last day of summer, and they want to go on like a crazy adventure for the last day of summer. Oh, by the way, the main girl just has this cosmic ability that when people listen to her mixtape, they just start doing what she wants to do. Or, like, things just start happening that she wants to. So, like, it's almost like fucking... It's almost like some Haruhi Suzumiya, where it's like, she's fucking God, but she doesn't know it, and she's just a teenager and using it for stuff that's, like, not that big. So, like, they're doing things like going down a hill on a shopping cart, going on a drive through a mountain pass as she's like shooting fireworks off with finger guns. They're flying through a meadow and just like having fun. It's literally just them going on this weird adventure, like testing out her power, it seems. Something odd about it is that it looks like it runs in 15 frames per second. I don't think this is particularly bad. I think it's like a stylized thing, but it makes it look weird. My notes for it is, my mixtape bends others to my will. 3 teenagers have an adventure on last night of summer, 15 frames per second. Headache generator of the game. I imagine it's smooth in a way that it's not going to give you a headache. It just looks like it's choppy running. After Mixtape was Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. They're adding helicopters and gliders, as well as like an air ambulance, aerial advertising, VIP charter service, hot air balloons, blimps. Jesus, another one? Yes. They're adding just a bunch of different types of like things to fly with. Seems fine, you know, great, cool for them. Flight Simulator is pretty cool. I'm getting attacked by a bug here. Feel like we just got one. They've adopted the EA model. After that was Life is Strange Double Exposure. So apparently at the end of Life is Strange, I think I said Stranger Things earlier, but I meant to compare Mixtape to Life is Strange. Apparently toward the end of Life is Strange, the girl was like, I'll never use my powers again. And then she sees her friend Safi get fucking murdered. And she's like, okay, time to use our powers again. She can flip between the current dimension and an alternate dimension. And in the alternate dimension, Safi has not been murdered yet. And so she's trying to, like, uncover this mystery of who killed Safi by, like, flipping between dimensions and using her powers to, like, jump between the two. I think people really like this game. I never played it, but, you know, hey, good for them. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Have I ever told you guys that I hated the Indiana Jones movie? The first one? I think it's The Lost Ark? Yeah. I hated that movie. I think it was trash. So Indiana Jones in general, I'm just like, eh. But like, I don't know, this game looks fine. It's basically Uncharted, but not an Indiana Jones knockoff. It's just Uncharted, but Indiana Jones. Ewan with his shit takes. What was good about the first Indiana Jones movie? Like, Indiana Jones is a dick. The female character is just fucking the sex object for every single character. It got a bit racist with the way it treated some of the Arab characters. They kind of were just like dumb and falling into traps like they had no fucking brain. And then the whole conflict didn't matter because Indiana Jones gets captured anyway. And nothing bad happened. I just don't understand what's good about this movie. Hi, Meathies. Wow, you like Indianapolis Jones was a ladies' man for real? Missed the entire point of the movie, huh? Yeah, I think I did, because all I saw was just bad. My biggest two criticisms of it was, one, I hated just every single character trying to have sex with the girl, and her just like, oh, I'm gonna die if I don't give them what I want, so yeah, I'll have sex with them. I'm gonna kiss every dude and have sex to save my skin. And it just was uncomfortable to me. I didn't like that. Because she literally, like, kisses 4 different guys in the movie. She's like, ugh. And then, peak writing. And then, all the scenes that deal with a lot of, like, Arab characters. It just felt like it had a whole air of Indiana Jones is a sophisticated, civilized Americans. And he's dealing with the savage lesser nations. There's one scene in particular where, like, he kind of gets surrounded by them, and this guy pulls out a sword, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna duel to the death. And Indiana Jones just looks bored, just like, ugh, these idiots don't know real technology. And he just shoots the guy in the stomach. And the guy dies, and all of them are like, oh shit, gun, oh shit. Like, they don't know what's happening, and it just was a little uncomfortable for me. Yulin, they were literally Nazis. They literally would kill her. And the boat captain. And Indiana Jones. Like, that was just all she had. Was just like, I'm trying to get my way, so I'll have sex with you. You'll give me what I want if I have sex with you, right? You did not see that one coming? That was improvised? The shooting scene? I didn't know that. I didn't like that scene. Yeah, no, they didn't have to write that in, Matthews. They could have just not wrote that in. Ellie, I'm glad you appreciated my joke. If she did that once, fine. But she did it with Indiana Jones. She did it with the boat captain. She did it with the Nazi leader. It just kept fucking happening, and it was just like, oh, why? I'm all about that shit. Ellie is literally about just the worst brain rot humor ever. I was literally DMing somebody about it earlier. They sent me, so I was in biology class, and then their friend goes, bro did a mitosis, and then they split in two, and I was just like, oh god, I hate this so much. You don't like sex-positive Nazis? That is not sex-positive, Ellie. Telling someone, have sex with me or I'll kill you, is not sex-positive. Bro is walking. Don't actually start, Cairo. That's 2 videos. We are at Netherstorm. I don't know, I've never watched Indianapolis Jones. Yeah, Cairo, that's my thing. It's Ellie's thing, and they're gonna get banned if they do it too much. I think this video is like really lacking in music, if I remember correctly. I think Netherstorm was overall like just kind of barren wasteland. The Great Circle. So it's an action adventure. Apparently, Indiana Jones is like all these fucking places in the world that are like culturally significant, like places of, you know, worship and wonder. They all form a ring. And there's a space here in the Himalayas, so there's gonna be something special there. And him and his sidekick go there, and they find a dead guy holding a rock. And that's when, shocker, more Nazis show up and are like, give us the rock, and then they fight with them on the boat. And then it shows some gameplay. It literally just looks like Uncharted, but with Indiana Jones. I think it'll be a fine game. Cairo can get banned with me if they want. We'll go sit in timeout. No, you'll get banned one at a time. Or you'll be separated when you're banned. If I find out the two of you are hanging out together while banned, then I will triple the ban time. This is a punishment. You're not supposed to have fun during your punishment. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. In school suspension week. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers is a Souls-like. But it's a very, like, ancient Chinese... I think it's set in the Ming Dynasty. And dealing with, like, crazy demons. And in the trailer, the main character is like, it's easy to not see that you're a monster. The signs at first are subtle. They're small, easy to miss. Later on, they become blatant and obvious. But you don't know at that point. How do I know? Because I'm one of them, and then her eyes start glowing red. Wu-Tang? No. Wu Chang. Souls-like in Ming Dynasty, fight demons. The character was pretty. I sent this one to Koyo, because he likes Souls-likes. And he also likes pretty girls. Which, oh my god, speaking of pretty girls, there has been Joe Cat drama. And when we finish the Xbox showcase, I'll talk about the Joe Cat drama. Years ago, I was Chinese. Okay, Mixie. After Wu Chang was Avowed. So Avowed is an action RPG, but it had a really big focus on choosing a faction. So when Avowed starts, you're talking to a king, and he's like, you need to go to this island. Hi, Senril. And you need to explore the treasures. There's a, like, dream blight going around that's, like, possessing people and, like, giving them power. Put them down, ignore this, focus on the treasure. And then you're talking to this one, like, Inquisitor lady, and she's like, the king is an idiot. The treasure means nothing. The dream blight is what's important. It is far worse than he thinks it is. You need to deal with this. And then there's another character that's like, those people are both trying to use you. The dream blight is only bad because it has affected those that have tried to misuse it. It is not a blight. It is a blessing of nature. And if you harness it, you can, like, be blessed by it. And take your rightful place as, like, the guardian of nature. So it's like, it's gonna be this, I don't know if it's open world, but it's gonna be this action RPG where there are different factions to go through the game with and choose the path of. It kind of reminded me of Skyrim, but like a much more modern one with much more, like, weird magic shit going on. Hell yeah, cheers. The comments for Avowed are fucking insane. Oh, what are the comments saying? I didn't read it. What are we at? 2.1? We're on our third video and we're at 2.1 miles already. I've been up since like 4 a.m. I'm gonna pass the fuck out after our walk. I haven't seen the latest yet. But the first two trailers just make me, huh? It is a very, like, one of those, what is going on type of games. First trailer shows nothing and people get super hyped. Okay. This trailer showed some gameplay. Hi, Kisu. It's okay, you'll get the 2-hour vid at $4.95. I think this one's pretty long. I think we easily get 3 miles out of this one, so... I think we'll be like 5 to 6 miles at the end of this. After Avowed was Atomfall. It's literally Fallout but magic. It's literally like post-apocalyptic setting, but there was like also magic going on that was being infused in the robots and whatnot. It looked cool. It looked good. We'll see if it's gonna be as good as the Fallout games. After Atomfall was Gears of War E-Day. No gameplay was shown, but it was a cool cinematic with, I think the guy's name is Marcus? Is that the main character of Gears of War? He's fighting with this fucking, like, ghoul orc demon looking thing in a house. And he's getting his ass whooped. But he gets his hands on a gun and shoots the dude's head off. And then the floor, like, opens up into a pit of hell under him. But his mate saves him, and then they look over the city. And then it's like, Gears of War, E-Day, ooh. So, hell yeah. I'm pretty sure this is a prequel. I think I played, like, 1 or 2 hours of Gears of War 2. I think I played it at a friend's house, and overall, I was just like, this, yeah, I'd rather play Halo. Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's a new Assassin's Creed. It's in Japan. It's got 2 main characters. So you're gonna play as the girl, the ninja, and play like a standard Assassin's Creed game. But you can also play as Yasuke. And like just do samurai fighting. Like there's just no fucking assassin. There's no like sneaking around. You're just a badass samurai. You guys might have seen this game has a lot of controversy around it, a lot of drama. People are upset that they are using the character Yasuke, who is not a full samurai. He was a retainer, which is technically a samurai. But just that they're putting a black guy in historical Japan. I feel like a lot of people are getting up in arms in this just because they're racist. But there is some merit to being upset about it. So I feel like there is some merit to being, like, upset that it's not an Asian guy. Because it is Japan. There's a lot more Asian guys than black guys, especially back then. And when you look at the demographics of, like, what is the least represented group in video games, there's actually not that many Asian males in video games. Typically, video game developers have a bad trend of being like, okay, we need a diverse cast. So let's have a white character. Let's have a Spanish character. Let's have a black character. Let's have an Asian character. Like, they do, you know, the checklist, right? And when they do a checklist like that, typically, when they get to the Asian character, they almost always make it a girl. Like, almost always, they add an Asian girl. And so, because of this, there's just this odd little tidbit that Asian males are the least represented demographic in video games. Which is like, oh, I wouldn't have thought of that. But, you know, it kind of, once you do think about it, you're like, oh, that kind of makes sense. I can kind of see that. And so with Assassin's Creed, which has like 10 games in the series, usually get delegated to the smart guy. Yeah, if they get added at all. With Assassin's Creed, where they've got like, I don't know how many games before this, 8 or 9. The one game where it's like, okay, this should be an Asian male lead. This should be, the protagonist should be an Asian guy because it's in Japan. They were like, No, this is gonna be the first game with a female lead, and we're adding a black samurai, which is like, I can see if you're aware of that demographic factoid, and then you see them do this, it's like, what the actual fuck? It's like you're trying. I don't think they're trying to do that. I think it just kind of fell on that, and it's unfortunate. But I think the vocal majority of the people that are upset about this are just being kind of racist with it. I think the focus should be on, it should have been an Asian male. And people are kind of focusing on, this game should have Yasuke in it. And like, going after that angle. And it's not a game, but have these people never seen Samurai Champloo? Samurai Champloo is different. Yasuke was a man of African origin who served as a retainer to the Japanese daimyo Oda Nobunaga for a period of 15 months between 81 and 82. Yeah, no, he's a real person. The issue, though, is that, like, the least represented demographic group in video games is Asian male. And then the game where it's like, it's completely natural to have an Asian male. Like, 99.999% of samurai were Asian males. And they chose the 0.001%. And they made it the first game with a female lead. That's what's like, really? Like, Yasuke is a real dude. And his story is kind of fucking cool. It just feels inappropriate to tell it with this. It feels like maybe he should have gotten his own game, not Assassin's Creed. Does this video not have audio? It does. You can probably hear the lightning going off now and then. But the idea, Senril, was barren wasteland, so no audio. When we get to the domes, there will be audio. There will be music. Where's the game with all the quirked up trans femmes? Or even Afro Samurai, Nobunaga. I lost one. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. Afro Samurai, hi, cute, small one. Again, it's, so, my stance on it is like, I don't think they should have used Yasuke. I think they should have made just a standard, if they were gonna do two characters, female ninja, male samurai, both of them Japanese. If they did one character, make it a ninja, male lead. That's what Assassin's Creed has done all of its previous games. I think it was just a poor choice for them to go for the female lead and diversify with kind of ignoring this other group that is typically not well represented. Do I think it's going to ruin the series? Do I think it's woke bullshit? No. Do I think if I was a big Assassin's Creed fan, it would I would drop the series over this? No. I just look at it, I'm like, oh, that's something kind of thoughtless that they missed. I think this is the first thing I said. Why did Twitch double my post messages? I have no idea. But in the end, it's an Ubisoft game. I don't know. Why'd you type first? Koyo has a redeem on his channel. It can only be redeemed once per stream. But you spend like 1 channel point to say first. And he's been keeping track of this for months. And like apparently there's a reward. Whoever gets the most in a month gets VIP. And I'm like, what the fuck? I've never seen this before. And he's like, what? Really? We've been doing this for months. But he always starts when I'm still live. So I'm like, I just had no idea about this. The last game from the Xbox showcase was Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. So Heart of Chernobyl was a FPS survival horror game. You play as some people, basically, I think they're scouting the, like, Chernobyl landscape after the nuclear explosion. And I'm not saying it wrong. The title says Chernobyl. It's an O, not an E. I don't know why, but that's what it says. Those scouts are called stalkers? It's the Ukrainian way of spelling it? Oh. The radiation has mutated the fuck out of some of the wildlife. And so they're, like, dealing with, like, crazy mutants that are, like, cosmic horror. Not cosmic horrors, but, like, nightmare fuel horrors. Is a spoopy game. And it also looks like they're dealing with, like, other factions in a war. I don't know. It looked spooky, but it looked good. It did look like a good game. That was the entire Xbox showcase. There was no game here that I was like, this looks bad. The worst one in my eyes was Flintlock. Flintlock was the only game that I was like, this honestly looks mid to me. Everything else looked good. Was there anything that was like, this is incredible, oh my god? Not like incredible, oh my god, but like almost every game I was like, this friend will enjoy this. This friend will enjoy this. Joe Cat. Haven't seen it yet other than what people have been sharing. You're cute. No, you. Joe Cat. So for anyone who doesn't know Joe Cat, he did the crap guide to every Monster Hunter weapon, crap guide to ranged DPS, melee DPS, tanking and healing in Final Fantasy, crap guide to Dungeons and Dragons. Joe Cat is really funny and draws a lot of cute animation stuff. However, for whatever reason, the internet fucking hates Joe Cat. They call him like this cringe pervert that's like probably got a lot of skeletons in his closet. They don't know they don't know that he's done anything. They just got a bad feeling about him. And so they've like literally harassed him off the internet. And like a couple months ago, he's like, "Guys, I've been doxxed and sent death threats and I really don't want to deal with this anymore, so I'm just not going to do content creation anymore." And, like, this is infuriating to me, because I love Joe Cat. Oh, the cringe guy? He's not even cringe. That's the thing. Like, oh my god. Hi, Space Fish. He's literally, like, the nicest person ever. Anyway, he saw a meme recently that was, like, pick your type. And it's 16 girls, they're all in underwear. And it's all like standard personalities for girls. So there's like the tomboy. There's the gym buff. There's the librarian. There's the valley girl. There's the nerd. There's the shy introvert. Like just very simple personalities for 16 girls. And like basically it was this question that said, you know, which of these do you pick? Which is your favorite type? And Joe Cat was like, all of them. Stop asking me. And he drew a cute picture of him on a date if he was on a date with each of them. And it's typically a date that is catered to them, you know, doing something they would like. Literally just a wholesome picture, right? And literally the message of the picture is all body types and all personalities are valid. The animation with the song is the only thing I know him for. That's what he got canceled for, Cairo. He made that song, which it's not even his song. It's a parody of like, there's like a I Like Boys version of the song. And he just made a girls version of the song. And people hate him over that. And so he posted this picture of him, like, doing a hypothetical date with all 16 girls. All of them, they're all wonderful. Stop asking me what my type is. And again, people are coming out of the woodwork and they're just like, oh man, I thought Joe Cat had disappeared and he's back. He's so creepy. And the Joe Cat stands are just fucking going after these people. One of them, this is my favorite thing ever. One of these guys said, Joe Cat is so weird. I'd love to see what all the women he's interacted with as a content creator have to say about him. I bet they wouldn't be defending him now. And a bunch of women that have done content creation stuff with him came out and defended him. And not just defended him, but like, Joe Cat is the best human being that walks this earth. I would die for him. To be fair, drawing yourself with a harem isn't really a way to go. That was not the intention of the picture, Cairo. The intent was all women are valid and great, and I don't have a preference of one type over the other. I love them all. I can see how that can be interpreted as weird, but like, the message is accept everyone. This girl said, I'd love to talk to the women that have interacted with him. And a bunch of them spoke out. 3 of them we know. So the first one was Melissa Tiefling. And Spacefish is actually here. Spacefish actually works for Melissa. But Melissa was like, Joe Cat literally inspired me to start streaming. Inspired me to become a D&D streamer and has personally interacted with me and given me advice on, what I should do and ideas for my stream. He is literally the greatest person ever and has gone through great effort to help me and advise me. Joe Cat has been nothing but wonderful. Melissa loves that dude? Yeah. The second girl was Shenpai. I'm actually not sure if Shenpai is a girl or not, but Shenpai spoke out about them and was like, this dude literally talked me out of doing something that I would regret later on. Helped me reignite my love for content creation. And literally helped me financially when I was behind on bills in the past. I genuinely love this guy, and anybody that talks bad about him can go fuck themselves. Lost one. The third one is someone who we actually know, Poi Boy. Poi Boy, who now goes by, like, Fuehime, I think? But I have seen her literally do collab streams with Joe Cat where they were playing Monster Hunter together. And Poi Boy was like, Joe Cat paid for my therapy. That's it. That's the whole sentence. Just, Joe Cat literally paid for my therapy. And so... I have a deep appreciation for people who are like, oh, I'll give you advice, I'll give you time, I'll always be there to be helpful. When people start, like, financially helping others, that is a whole extra level of, like, putting your money where your mouth is. I literally just think the world of Joe Cat. Hi, honey. What's going on? We're talking about Joe Cat. Never heard any of this? Yeah, well, because, I mean, I think you've just seen the really loud part that ended up on Twitter. Cairo, I will fight people over Joe Cat. If people are like, oh, he's a weird pervert, I bet he has a lot of, like, weirdness in his closet, I'd like, get in their face and be like, show me. Show me the proof. I do not think it's okay to go after somebody just because you got a bad feeling about them. Especially when there's so much proof of him being genuinely awesome. I love Joe Cat, Cairo, and I get so fucking mad when people, over the way he's been treated. I only heard he stopped doing videos. Yeah, he basically got doxxed and got death threats and chased off the internet because people had bad vibes about him. That was it. That was all he did. wild. It is. I mean, so sending death threats and like doxing people, if it was somebody like Tectone, that's wrong. You might not like Tectone. Tectone is like certified asshole. The guy, like, he's just, I don't think he's the worst person in the world. I actually think, some of the stuff he does behind the scenes, off scene, there's a lot of people that speak very highly of Tectone. But, like, the guy is just an asshole. If you hate Tectone, fine, stay away from his content. But, like, I think it's okay to hate Tectone, but, like, doing anything like doxing and stuff like that, absolutely not okay. But JoeCat, literally the only thing he's guilty of is, at most, being cringe. And even then, his being cringe is like, I love women, except them. Oni-Sion? I don't even know who that is. To go after JoeCat, who is genuinely one of the nicest dudes out there, is like, I just don't get it. I literally just don't understand that one. Oh, right, it was over that COVID video? He did the I like girls video. The, what's my favorite type in girls? I like girls, pretty witty girls, strong and tall girls. Like, that video, just, I don't know why, people lost their minds over it. I don't get making your entire persona being a hater. I started to become a hater, Cairo. And a lot of you will probably still say, you would still a hater, they hate everything. But I'd say like 5 years ago, it was just like, if I didn't like something, I like got reasons to hate it. And anytime somebody didn't like it, I'd like bring it up like, oh, you shouldn't like that. It's bad because this. And I realized that I was like being a real fucking killjoy. I realized that like, I don't like it when people are like that to me. Why am I doing it to everyone else? And so now, if there's something that I really don't like, I try to hold my fucking I try to hold my fucking tongue about it now. It was such a good video too. It was. From what I can find, he still hasn't been sentenced. Oh. But yeah. JoeCat had drama. I don't know if you saw this, Space Fish. There's new JoeCat drama where he, literally someone posted the meme, what's your type of girlfriend? And he basically said, I don't have a type. They're all beautiful and valid. I would date every one of them. And he did a picture of a hypothetical date with all of them. And people are mad about it. Which is just like, just don't look at it. Just unfollow him. Just block him. Just go away. You don't have to share with the class that you don't like it. That's why I get so mad at some of the people in this chat. When, like, people are talking about something they like and they go, oh, that sucks. I get really on their case. And usually it's a foreign thing. Usually it's like a culture barrier. Where, like, it's just less of a thing in that culture to think about, like, shitting on other people's tastes. But, like, we've got a lot of cultures in this chat. And so I'm trying to, without really punishing the people that do it, I'm trying to, like, nip it in the bud and get them to stop it. Yeah, well, people are stupid. Okay, he's either blatantly oblivious or poking the bear intentionally. I just think that's wrong, Cairo. Like, he's very aware of it now because he's been doxxed and had to move and, like, change security. But, like, making more stuff like that? So he just can't make what he likes? I don't like that, Cairo. Like, is he just not allowed to do stuff? Like, what the hell is that? Yulin sucks. Got him. God damn it. I mean, he knew he was going to get flack for it. He knew 100% that he was going to make it, and some people were going to be mad about it. he decided to do it anyway. Because, like, I'm not gonna live life like that. If I did something that was, like, nothing wrong, and people got mad at me for doing nothing wrong, I'm gonna get really rebellious and sassy and do it anyway. Maybe not specifically to spite them, but, like, I'm not gonna give up things that I like because of others. Fuck them. Fuck them. Well, between a rock and a hard place, either stop making that content to save face, or keep making it and get hate for no reason. Sure, it's unfair, but it's what it seems like. But it's what it is, seems like. Yeah, and I mean, he makes a lot less content now. He just, I think he just wanted to make this, knew it was gonna get some flack, did it anyway. He's not, like, complaining about it. He's not, like, crying, like, please don't make fun of me for this one, guys. It's only, once off. He kind of just like, I'm gonna get flack for this one. I've got something to say, but people are gonna get mad. Fuck it. And then he made it. And then people were commenting on it. And then people that like Joe Cat were going after those people. And Joe Cat, I think he asked them to stop. I think he was like, I really appreciate a lot of people standing up for me. You guys don't need to worry about me as much. I have done a lot of learning over the past few years, and I have got a better support network to, like, handle these situations now. I think the thing with that is no matter what content you make, people are going to hate it, especially the people who have found him. They'll go after him no matter what he makes. Does Joe play games? Yeah, having fans like that just further exacerbates the issue. They weren't, like, the worst fandom. They weren't going after these people like, we're going to ruin your life. But these people were getting ratioed fucking hard. Who's Joe? Joe Cat. I really don't like it when you do that, Ellie. Joe Cat does play games. I don't know if they stream much anymore. They have one of the best... They have one of the best Final Fantasy playthroughs ever. They did a story playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV, which typically a Final Fantasy XIV story playthrough is really great because it's everybody's reaction to it. It's everybody's like, it's my first time going through the story. Let's see it. Oh my god, this story is so cool. Joe Cat, he had gone through the story, but he went through the story again. But he did a lot of, like, overlay alerts that were really, really cool. So, like, anytime he encountered Estinian, Estinian's name would show up on screen, and it would go, Estinian! He's the Azure Dragoon! And he had a lot of jokes like that for almost every major story character. And it was really entertaining to watch, to see somebody go through a story like this where they knew all the stuff that was going to happen like this. When, oh god, what's her name? The Moon Girl. The Shogun of Doma that's evil. A little song would play about her stepping on you. And it was really funny. Oh, instantly, anyway, I laughed, Ellie, it's okay. I don't like Ellie's jokes when we're talking about something more serious. I don't like it when it's kind of a more serious conversation and then we make those jokes. I was about to say I have no idea how people sent death threats to Joe Cat over that parody, but hearing Yulin's response to essentially Eligma, I think I might get it to a degree. Also, the Tism makes it hard to understand, sorry. No, it's fine. I don't know how my response to that joke makes you understand that. I just don't like lighthearted, silly jokes like that when we're talking about something I feel that's a little serious. Yeah, that was bad timing, my bad. It's all good, I love you. Hi, Gail. Well, it seemed like a really small thing. It was a very small thing. Hi, Juice. But, like, I don't know. I feel like it's a little tense right now. I feel like I'm trying to convince Cairo to not hate Joe Cat. I feel like, it just feels a little... I don't hate the guy. I shouldn't word it as hate, Joe Cat. It feels like you're just finding fault with Joe Cat. And I'm sitting here like, the man is a saint and did nothing wrong. How can you blame him in any capacity? I watched the Joe Cat Girls clip. What the fuck are so people mad about? They think he's a womanizer and a pervert that's like using soft boy aesthetic and like pretending to be sensitive and caring of emotions just so that he can get with women. That's what they're saying.
I don't think he is, though.
No.
Because I mean, maybe every other man on the internet and whatnot, but not him. I mean, come on. It's a wholesome video. It was very cute. And at the end, he's just like, I like women. I like girls. Anyway, bye. Okay.
Yeah, and like, he's very much not just like, oh, accept all women, they're all valid. That's what I'm saying, but I'm not doing anything with it. He literally goes so far above and beyond to like help others. Like, he's literally giving thousands of dollars to help other female content creators. And it's just like, it's wild to me. It's wild to me.
Oh my god, how dare he? How dare he be so kind to women? He must have ulterior motives. Oh my god.
Very indifferent. He likes women kill him. That video is all I know about Joe Cat, though, so I have really no scope. But that video seemed like a normal meme to me. It's not even his song. It's a parody of an existing song. There's literally an existing song about it that's like he just made new lyrics for. And everyone's like upset about it.
I think it's adorable.
The original song is like, I like boys. Handsome witty boys. Like, I think that's the original song. I'd have to check. Well, it's not his fault, but he's stuck with the image and he continues to fuel the public meme fire. He doesn't fuel it, though. He literally disappeared for 8 months. And, like, now anytime he posts anything, they go after him. He could be like, war is bad. And they're like, you're just saying that to get attention. You fucking love war. It's not like... I don't see how you can see is fueling the public fire at all. It's a lot of lonely men projecting and mad he has a very loving girlfriend. Yeah, it's rage bait for women hating incels, probably. It's not rage bait. Literally the drama streamer Yulin. I was talking about the images you said he made. Those were more recent, yeah? Yes. The images where the message is all women are valid and acceptable. Like, how can that be rage bait? Well, it wasn't intended as rage bait, but it really attracted them? Yes. Because it made a statement praising women? Contrarians? If it's acted as rage bait, that's insane. If there's any intention and he should avoid it because it's just going to be rage bait, I think that's wrong. Well, it sounds like he knew how Twit would react. So it goes back to my point of, is he just not supposed to open his mouth? Is he just supposed to, like, never post anything? See, internet people get upset about anything on it? Like, what should he do? I can't believe he said that. Women hate really match. Yeah, that's a toughie. You guys ready for some music? If he wants to stop getting hate, yeah, probably pivot to diff content. If he doesn't give a fuck, he should just keep going. I think he gives a fuck. I think it affects him, which is why he does it a lot less now. But it's still the content he likes making. He is at a point where I think his bills are paid. He doesn't need to keep doing content creation. He would like to, though. He very much enjoys making that content. He just doesn't like a lot of the negativity that comes with it, which is why he's slowed down a shit ton. He should just post women hate. No, I'm not ready yet, Ewan. This would literally do nothing at all. Yeah, heck, women. Literally, no matter what content any larger creator goes to, it will do nothing to make people who hate them stop hating. Yeah, now that he has, like, the attention of haters, they watch him. They keep an eye on him. And no matter what he does, they will hate him for it. People would still twist it even if he swapped to different content. Yeah. We hate hate watchers. We really do. His options are literally go off the face of the internet and, like, just essentially retire and maybe go back to, like, a 9-to-5 job. Or do some content creation, slow down, but, like, manage it in a way that even though he's going to get hate, just shoulder it. Just, you know, have a focus on maintaining his mental health over the content creation. Those are his two options. And that sucks. If you saw some of his other stuff, Cairo, you'd be like, this guy is fucking great. How do people have a problem with him? His, he has a crap guide to D&D, crap guides to Monster Hunter, crap guides to Final Fantasy. They're so fucking funny. Haters will continue to hate till the end of time. The haters need therapy. They really do. Stay mad, haters. I do not know what that means. I am sorry. Even going off the face of the internet probably wouldn't get rid of everyone. There are some people who hate others so much they try to track down people who've left the internet. Yeah, which is what they did to him. They literally tracked him down and, like, sent him death threats to his house. Which is insane. Like, if you have the skills to do that, can you do it to people that are genuinely shitty? Can you do it to the police officer that's, like, been kicked out of 27 different precincts and, like, accidentally murdered 7 people? I don't get it. Okay. I'm a shitty driver? Oh, no. Wait, Crap Guide is JoeCat? Yes, the Crap Guides are done by JoeCat. Well, it sounds like you make stuff that people have zero reason to be angry about. You should just stop making stuff that enrages incels. I think it's just gonna happen, Cairo. I think now that they hate him, and there's nothing he can do. If it's either make stuff or make nothing. There's no, like, just make this instead. They can't do it themselves. Not only that, they threatened his family too. Yeah.
You know what?
What?
Let them hate, because it's just fueling his popularity online.
That's not how it works, sadly.
You know?
It's not...
Whatever.
It's not just fueling his popularity online. It's like he's getting a pipe bomb in the mail kind of hate. It's like, oh, this is real and tangible and more than just mean words. This is like, I'm scared for my family.
Yeah, well, online is different, but yeah,
Yes.
if it's the IRL stuff, then yeah, I mean, get safe, be safe. I don't know. That's that poor guy and his family. I mean, I don't know.
Being mad online
I don't
is a
know.
social
I just think
activity.
it's ridiculous.
Hi, Mero. I also think it's ridiculous. Those are one of the reasons I got interested in D&D. Yeah, he makes D&D look really good. Okay. I could talk about JoeCat for fucking a whole bunch, but we have more game trailers to go through. So we're gonna move to the IGN Live. There was... I think this one was the worst showcase from yesterday. I think it had a lot of games that were kind of mid, but there was one game. There was one game that I'm like, this looks fucking good. On Your Tail. This is a cute furry game. Protagonist has a lens to see the past. It's literally spot the differences. And it becomes like the Clue board game. So basically, you're in this town. Sorry, our brain is today. You don't even have anything to be sorry for. You're in this town, and people are like, "Hey, this thing disappeared. Can you help me find it?" And then you have this lens that basically like shows you where it used to be, and then it shows you it's not there. And you're basically looking around trying to like play spot the difference to see where it's gone. And at the end, you basically have to explain it like Clue and be like, okay, Old Man Jenkins came into the shop. He then was looking at your plates in the back and knocked one over. So he asked Tommy to go get him a broom, and then Old Man Jenkins cleaned up the plate, and that's where your plate went. It's like you play mystery solver like that. Yeah, take that banana suit off, Elon. Okay. I don't use my code enough. This is the opposite of beach day. Hi, Dehi. Yars Rising. Yars Rising is a 2D platformer stealth game. You play as a hot goth girl that sneaks into facilities and hacks them. It's very sci-fi, but it also looks like it might have some like weird monster demons or something. I don't know. There was like a spider lady demon in it. But like it's a 2D platformer stealth game, and the main character is a hot goth girl. So like hell yeah. It looks pretty good. Little Lands. This is Link's Awakening collab with Stardew Valley. It's not an actual collab. It looks like this person liked Link's Awakening, and they wanted it to be like Stardew Valley. But instead of all the combat being in the mines, it's the combat's outside of town. It's... I don't know, the environment in towns are pretty. Hi. But, the characters are not. The characters look like Miiverse characters, and it's just like, ugh. Did you see that torrent post I put in the group chat earlier?
I did. That's so tragic.
I sent Sis, Casey, and Den a post about a guy who's like, "What the fuck is a torrent?" on the Elden Ring subreddit. And people were like, it's the horse you get. You get it like an hour or two into the game, and that's how you traverse the overworld. How many hours do you have in this game? And he was like, I have 360 hours in this game. And people were like, you've played through this whole game without using the horse and just fucking running everywhere? And he's just like, I did not know. Ain't no way. Yep. This poor guy he didn't know what torrent was and wasn't using it. He's like, damn, that'd be super helpful. They are somehow worse than you. Man did not watch a single trailer for the game. There's people like that. Crab God. Alright, this game looked fucking incredible. Crab God is a colony simulator. It looked like it'd have a playstyle very similar to, what's that, Oxygen? Oxygen Not Included. Where it's like the 2D, you've got the rooms, you've got tasks that you assign to your, I guess, team members or whatever. Crab God is like, there's this giant crab god in the background, and he wants tribute. And so you control the sons of the crab god. And so you control a bunch of these little crabs, and you have them doing things like farming the ocean floor, cleaning algae, healing each other. Eventually your colony starts like spreading deeper and deeper to where it's getting to like deep sea and deep sea vents and caves. And you start fighting like deep sea horrors. And so there's like sea slugs, I think there's like a piranha, an anglerfish, stuff like that. And you have to like build up the defenses of your colony to be able to handle that sort of stuff. It looked really fucking cute. Crab God looked really good. Then there was Fruit Bus. I thought this game looked kind of mid. Cute food truck game. Crafting mechanics, but not much survival. Just build up your food truck. It's almost like, you know those really cheap $5 sim games like Gas Station Simulator? Or like Video Game Store or Arcade Simulator? It's like one of those, but maybe a little bit more polished. But you run a food truck. Yeah, sure. Zoocosis. Body cam horror simulation is what was in the description. Basically, you get a job as a zookeeper, and you have to take care of the animals. But half of the animals are, like, mutated into these fucking nightmare fuel horrors, and you have to not get killed by them. You also need to take care of the normal animals so that they don't get killed by these fucking mutated horrors. It's a spooky game with, like, spooky animals. Broken Lore Unfollow. Surreal horror game. You play as a victim of bullying, fighting terrifying monsters, some dark mystery. Lots of horrors. Broken Lore Unfollow. I don't even remember any of the aesthetics for. I think there was a doll that was shown a lot. Spooky game, so I don't care. Karma the Dark World. First-person, cinematic, psychological thriller, where a company called Leviathan owns the world. Well, this is just the fucking spooky game block right now. In this game, imagine if just Amazon owned the entire world. They owned and unified every country. They owned every government. They had purchased every town, every bit of land on the planet. Just, they owned everything. And so they want you to, like, they don't care about human life, and they are just managing people in a way that's fucking horrifying. They don't. This shit got me spooked. This one is just like, oh god, it's getting a little too real. The Forever Winter. This was the best game that I saw from the IGN Live yesterday. I immediately sent this to full, but I feel like half of you would love this game. In Forever Winter, you play as a scavenger in a war-shredded world, supporting a town of refugees. So basically, imagine like the United States and Russia and China. All three of these factions have like been fighting each other for decades. And it's at the point where all other countries have like ceased to exist. Everywhere around the world is nuclear fallout. Everywhere is just fucking shredded. These three governments don't care about their citizens anymore. They're at a point where, like, the citizens are a liability, and if they want to win the war, they have to focus on all military everything. So they've, like, even started turning on their citizens and taking, like, whatever resources they can from them. A lot of the military strength of these nations has been moved to AI machines, or like super soldiers that just serve them. It's almost like they've abandoned everyone, and everyone else is a scavenger. So you play as a scavenger with a big ass like backpack, and you're just going to the surface looking for food. That's your whole thing, is just get food, get resources, and then get back to your underground colony where there's like a small microcosm of a town. And they're doing things like, you know, they've got running water, and that's why they built this town there. But they need, like, you know, certain metals. They need you to go get this device up top. They always need food. And so you are one of the scavengers for this town, and you go to the surface and bring it stuff back. It is an extraction mission-based shooter, with a very heavy focus on, like, don't just run and gun everything. Because you're literally, like, some dude with a backpack, and there's, like, AI tanks driving around that's like, hey, don't fucking piss this off. It is very much like collect resources. You can bring resources out. You can bring, like, an arsenal of guns. But the more you take into the field, the less you'll be able to carry to take out. And so it's like the lighter you go in, the more greedy you'll be able to be. It looks really, really good. I immediately sent this to Full Metal Ratchet. I could see myself sending it to a bunch of other people. I see a lot of people liking this game. I see this game absolutely popping off. It was called The Forever Winter. After that is Love Eternal. This was very, very like old Game Boy graphics. It's a 2D platformer, but the big gimmick is that you can turn gravity upside down. And so like, it almost looks like it'd play like Celeste, but it's also just fucking spooky and weird, and there's kind of creepy shit going on. Among the Wild. This is a farm simulator, but also a creature collector. Think of like Palworld with less PvE. But here's the thing. All the creatures are ugly. All of them. None of them are cute. They're all... Imagine like a pug, where it's like, God, this dog is ugly. But then people are like, oh, he's cute though. He's cute because he's so ugly. And you're just like, ugh. Every animal in this game looks like pug ugly. I don't know. I'm a little tired of farm simulators. Empire of Ants. I thought this was going to be a colony sim. Arid Paragon. I thought Empire of Ants was going to be a colony simulator. And then it turns into a fucking RTS. The premise of this game, by the way, is you play an ant of a colony. That's it. It's literally ants. You control a colony of ants. You fight other colonies of ants. There's termites and beetles and ladybugs you gotta worry about. But you play a colony of ants. It looks kind of like realistic graphics. It's very interesting. And then there was Polaris. Description just says PvE. I'm not even kidding. The description was like, this game is PvE. Oh, okay. It looks like you play as heroes fighting against like a high-tech tyranny government or something, like a dictatorship. But they're doing stuff like phasing through walls or like magnetizing weapons to their hands. Clearly the characters you play as have superpowers, but like, you're definitely like rebels fighting against this corrupt government. Okay. Drink, and then we'll move to the PC gaming show. From the IGN Live, the big ones were Crab God and the Forever Winter. Maybe throw in Yars Rising in that also. Those are the big three. The Forever Winter, that game is going to be fucking insane. I'm calling it now, that game's going to be big. Okay. Then there was the PC Game Show. The PC Game Show had Level 0 Extraction, Streets of Rogue 2, Southfield, Steel Seed, Stormgate, Fumes, Killing Floor 3, No More... I think I spelled this wrong. I wrote down No More Rule in Hell. And I'm like, that's wrong. What is that word supposed to be? No More Something in Hell 2. Stridon, Death Sprint 66, Crescent County, Escape from Tarkov, Aloft, Still Wakes the Deep, Into the Dead, and Phantom Line. No More Room. Yes, thank you. So Level 0 Extraction. Multiplayer extraction horror. It says PvP. So my guess is that it's like Hunt Showdown, but aliens on Mars. Looked neat. Streets of Rogue 2. Icy Fire was really excited for this one. Top-down corner shooter, but it also has base building. I don't know what the first one was like, but this one, the characters were fucking cute in it. Southfield. I sent this one to Shockrail. Southfield is it is literally the chaotic farming simulator. So it's gonna be a farming simulator, but like, you play as this blue goop guy, and your methods of farming are kind of just wild. So at one point, you have a collection thing that's like collecting your crops and putting them on a conveyor belt. And instead of running that conveyor belt across your base, all of those crops then go into a cannon, which launches them in a big arc over your base so that they land in this other machine. And shit like that is going to be happening. It looks weird. Hi. After Southfield was Steel Seed, action RPG adventure. It looks like Battle Angel Alita. So if anybody remembers that movie, it is literally just that, but it's a different character. It has no connection to Battle Angel Alita. It's just literally that aesthetic. And then it'll play like a Souls-like boss fighter. Stormgate. This is probably the game I'm most excited from everything that's been announced in the last week. Stormgate is from the developers of StarCraft 2, or a lot of developers that worked on StarCraft 2. And it's got the humans, the Infernal Army, and the Celestial Armada. And so the Infernal Army is like demons. Like literal like hell beasts, devils, imps, things like that. And then there's the Celestial Armada, which is like these alien beings that have harnessed the powers of light and the void and can combine them for like super crazy powerful stuff. They're the Protoss. This game looks really pretty to me, and I'm just excited for it. Fumes. Fumes is car combat mayhem. Senril described this as Vigilante 8 yesterday. I can 100% see it. Vigilante 8, Twisted Metal. It is literally just, you've got a car, and you strap guns to it and shoot things. At one point it shows a boss battle with a giant fucking ship. Like, we're talking a fucking boat in the desert that has giant wheels on it. And you're shooting at this thing as it's shooting at you. This game looks fucking wild. Very large purple dude. After Fumes is Killing Floor 3. They showed a trailer for this like 2 days ago. But this was a gameplay trailer. So for the people that like Killing Floor 3, a gameplay trailer came out yesterday. No More Room in Hell 2, same thing. They showed a trailer for this 2 days ago at Summer Games Fest. Yesterday, they showed a gameplay trailer. Stridon, another gameplay trailer. Sandbox looter shooter survival game. I've already forgotten anything about this game, but it's a sandbox looter shooter. Death Sprint 66. So this is like, this one was cool. It's Mario Kart, but with sci-fi power suits. Kind of gritty and dark, and like your characters die a lot. But basically, imagine they put dudes in like exoskeleton power suits and made it so they could run 100 miles per hour along a track. But obviously, you know, if you run into something wrong or trip and fall, you can fucking explode and your character dies. But it's literally guys that are like literally running 100 miles per hour in these exosuits. It looks cool. Will it be better than Mario Kart? No. But it looks fun. Crescent County. Oh, this one looks super cute. Basically, a lot of people are witches or warlocks. Basically, they have magic powers, right? You play as a witch named Bonnie, I think, and you go to this town. And the kids in this town, or at least the witches in this town, love motor brooms. Which is like, hang on, what the fuck is a motor broom? A motor broom is the unholy hybrid between a motorcycle and a broom. So all of these witches have these brooms that have like fucking engines on them and exhaust pipes and handlebars that they're fucking revving. And your character becomes obsessed with motor brooms and wants to ride bigger and better motor brooms. So how do you do this? You get a job as a delivery driver. And so you're this witch. It's almost like Kiki's delivery service, where you get a job doing delivery services so that you can get nicer and nicer motor brooms. Escape from Tarkov, On the Edge of Darkness. I don't know if this is a DLC or if this is the 1.0 release for Escape from Tarkov. The video said the 1.0 release, which I was like, oh, Tarkov wasn't out? I guess it was in early access? But yeah, Tarkov is coming out. Yay. Thank you so much, Violet made the Froggy statue. Hello, I heard Tarkov. The real question is, can I do sick tricks on said motor brooms? Yes, you can. This has been beta for the last 6 years? Oh. Today I learned. Aloft. Aloft looks really good. The problem is, this is the fucking 4th crafting survival game set in Sky Islands. And at this point I was like, I just don't care. It's been a few years. Aloft is another Sky Islands crafting survival game. Looks good, but dude, I'm so tired of these. Still Wakes the Deep. Cairo is fucking excited for this. It comes out June 18th, which is a Tuesday, which is man, I wish that came out on a Saturday or a Sunday for him. I don't know if Cairo's gonna wait for a Friday or Saturday so that they can do it all in one sitting, or if they're gonna go at it on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. But Cairo will be streaming that when it comes out. I have the 19th off. I'm gonna be up all night. Hell yeah. Spooky all night. Hell yeah. But aren't Sky Islands your favorite? I do like Sky Islands. And the first of these crafting survival games that were set in Sky Islands, I was like, this looks really good. I'm actually really excited for this. And then a second one came out. And then a third one came out. And then a fourth one came out. And it's just I can't tell the difference between them. I don't know. They all look so generic to me now. Into the Dead Our Darkest Days. 2D zombie survival game. This looks weird. It looks like it has oddly good graphics for a 2D game, where it's there's not much stuff on your screen. It's you enter a house and the living room is on your screen and you have to make really quick decisions there. I still don't know any Sky Island survival games. I would have to go back through my notes from yesterday. There was one from 2 days ago, and we talked about 2 yesterday. There's one that was Skies of Elysium, I think it was. I don't know. I'd have to go look at the names. None of them are out yet. The last game from the PC Gaming Show was Phantom Line. You play as a paranormal SWAT team. Kind of seems like SCP sort of stuff, where it's don't go looking to kill this. You're just looking to restrain and capture, figure out what's going on. It is co-op 1 to 4 player, first-person shooter, paranormal SWAT team. There were 2 more games. Actually, no, we have 4 more games to talk about. There were 2 games that were not shown at any particular convention. One was the Sumerian 6. This is a top-down stealth game. And you can play as one of 6 characters. And they have superpowers. Or I guess not superpowers, but fucking abilities. It seems kind of tech-based and not magic-based. But it's top-down stealth. And then there is Hunter x Hunter Nen X Impact. It's literally Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, but with a Hunter x Hunter skin. Have you seen much One Piece? Damn, One Piece was so good this week. Nope, March cry. The other two games, which were announced at the Xbox showcase because they're Microsoft now. Diablo 4 expansion was shown. It is the Vessel of Hatred. And they didn't give us too much information about it. They showed the new class, and we're gonna get more information on it in 2 months. But the Diablo 4 expansion is coming out. Hi, Zervis. Imagine not watching One Piece, shaking my SMH. The other game that was shown at the Xbox showcase was the War Within expansion for World of Warcraft. And so, I don't think that one showed anything new. It did give us a date, though. That's what it did give us. It gave us a date for War Within. And we know exactly when that launches now. I think it was August 22nd, and then the full release is the 26th. 22nd is the early release. Hi, Ploopsly. Diablo. I don't watch One Piece either. Here's the thing about One Piece. Not One Piece. Here's the thing about Diablo. Apparently its season is really good right now. People are actually having fun with Diablo. But, like, I'm so burnt out on Diablo, I don't fucking care. Like, not because it had 3 shit seasons to get 1 good season. Because I have to pay for a season for the next 4, and the price is potentially $75 or $100, I'm just like, I don't care. I've heard 4 is just mid as fuck. Really? I've heard it's the best the game has ever been. Which, I mean, that's how Diablo 3 went. When Diablo 3 came out, it was awful. And then seasons 1 through like 7 were meh. And then it started getting really good. And by 30, the game was really, really good. However, you only had to buy 2 things. You bought the game, and then you bought the expansion around season fucking 15. So, like, you got your money's worth. Having to pay $75 to $100 every 4 seasons, every year? No. I ain't about that. I've heard it's nice ATM until you reach endgame, then it goes back to shit. Oh. Vessel of Hatred, which will be season 5, is going to add more stuff to the campaign. It's going to add a new PvE endgame grind. It kind of sounds like it's going to be raids. It's going to add mercenaries. So if you're playing solo, you can have a companion with you now. It is adding a new class, which, if I check my notes, is Spiritborn. And it's also adding pets, so you can have like a dog following you. Also a small rant of how screwed up a certain thing is. What is a certain thing that's screwed up with Diablo 4 right now? I know they tried to do a pass to like fix all the stats on their gear. I know, because the biggest complaint with Diablo is that it just had so many garbage stats. It's a little pet. The biggest complaint with Diablo 4 has been it just has so many useless stats that are like, you do 5% more damage on Tuesdays against enraged mobs. It's like, what the fuck? That shit was lame. They have trimmed down a lot of the useless stats so it's better, but like, it's still... I think Path of Exile and Last Epoch are just so infinitely better. Diablo 4 would have to, like, really pull it around for me to ever play it again. And I just don't see me playing it again. We're at 5 miles, by the way. Gear looking like an FEH skill description. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I fucking... Oh, God. I had a lot of fun pre-release. Like, Season 0. And then Season 1... I, like, only got to level 40. And then Season 2 and 3 I just didn't play. Season 4 I also haven't played. Last Epoch came out around Season 3, and I was like, wow, this game is so much fucking better. We're never going back to Diablo. As for stuff, okay, we're done with all the video games. And we're over 5 miles. Here's the rest of my notes. We have some holidays to talk about. Today is National Ballpoint Pen Day. Yay. It is also Frosted Cookie Day. I can get behind that one. I'm down with frosted cookies. And then it is also Black Cow Day. I don't know why black cows need a holiday, but there's a Black Cow Day. For anybody knows who Zerka and Heel Mike are, apparently they were banned from Twitch. They've been streaming on Kick. They're too toxic for Kick. They've been kicked off of Kick. So, fuck those two, whoever they were. The rant was about a tiny pet you could get in Diablo 4. It was absolutely broke things. Oh, God, don't. Were they shitty and we don't want to talk about them? Or were it's like undeserving and they didn't deserve to be banned from Kick? That's not why banned from Kick? All I heard was kick, kick, kick. They're pedos? Oh. Well, I mean, they're banned from Kick because... the reason Kick gave was because... they bring too much controversial topics to Kick. Was what their ban letters said or something. But if they were fucking pedos, ugh. Fucking gross. Where it would collect gold and shards off the ground for you, letting you AFK grind some stuff. It's invincible and can pull aggro of enemies. Letting it tank world bosses. What the fuck? How were the pets... Why were the pets taking out? The pets should do nothing but, like, maybe collect gold for you. Some surgeons are gonna lose their job and their licenses. So a group of surgeons thought it would be the coolest idea to make a music video while performing surgery on someone and post it to YouTube. It's graphic. It's really graphic. But basically these surgeons, they are literally cutting open the stomach of a patient. They have their intestines out and they're like literally playing a soundtrack and like dancing with her organs that are cutting out and like gonna stitch back on. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? What is wrong with you? It also counted as a minion pet, so you could get bonuses from it because it's a minion. It could also brick your build if it's based on not having a pet. Wild that they call something like that a controversial topic and not a fucking crime. Were they taking the organs and using them as a microphone? Not as a microphone, but they were like just holding him up and dancing with them. Very like light dancing, but still like, dude, what the fuck? Ew. Yeah, they've lost their jobs. They've lost their licenses, and rightfully so. Will Smith is trending. Were they flossing with them? No. I don't know if you guys saw this. Will Smith is trending. All he did was go to the movies. So Will Smith was in a movie, Bad Boys Ride or Die. And he just went to a screening of the movie and didn't tell anybody he was there. He just watched the movie. And then when, like, he left the theater, people were like, oh my god, you're Will Smith. And he's like, yeah, it's me. And now, fucking Will Smith is trending. Oh god, I think this is the last section of the video. We're at 5.2 miles. The power of that man. I kind of side more with Chris Rock. I think Will Smith's a little weird. I think, you know... I don't know, I think the whole situation... Was it blown out of proportion? No, he kind of did assault Chris Rock in front of a fucking international audience. I don't know. I don't think Will Smith's a bad guy. I think he is fucking weird, though. Goodbye. He'll probably be back. Bits comes and goes. Grand Fantasia. If anybody remembers this fucking old-ass MMO, it's coming back. Grand Fantasia is getting, like, classic servers, and it's going to have a new engine and new combat. But if you played that MMO from, like, 2002, it's coming back. It was a slap defending the pride of his wife, no? Yeah, but his wife doesn't defend him, or... It was defending the pride of his wife, but, like, at the same time, it was a very light joke. It was a really small joke. And then, Will Smith was laughing at it. And then his wife basically shot him a look of, like, you shouldn't be laughing at that. And then instead of being like, oh, baby, sorry, I thought you'd be fine with that. He's like, nope, I gotta defend my woman. And he went up and slapped Chris Rock. But he was, like, originally laughing at it. Who asked for Grand Fantasia come back, Lamau? Ah. Is Smith weird for hitting a dude for dissing his wife? Then I'm weird? No, he's not weird for that. He's weird for his wife fucking their son's friend and then having an interview about it and then her being like, this is fine. There's no love in our relationship. Sex is a casual thing for me. That's what he's fucking weird for. He said something like, looking like G.I. Jane? Yes. Wait, Bits will smack me if I diss Yulin? Decease. Joke about cancer? It was a bald joke, and like... I don't know. I don't think you needed
It was about alopecia.
Yeah. I don't think he needed to literally assault him on an international stage. If he was really upset by it, he could have been like, hey bro, not cool. And like, what Chris Rock would have done would have been like, yo, this is my homie. I thought this joke would go over well, didn't. I'm sorry. I'll take it back. Like, everybody thought they were friends. They've only spoken highly about each other in the past, and just, that was gone in an instant. Why would Yulin do this? 5.4 miles. Guild Wars video. Oh god. Hello? There. He should have assaulted him off camera? He should have just fucking talked about it. Why am I so tired after 5.4 miles? Where is my mouse? There it is. 5.4 miles. And now we rest. No Cormite. He should have assaulted him off camera. Well done, DJ Yulin. DJ Yulin. I doubt either of them have issues with each other. I mean, overall, no, but like, publicly they sure do. I'm a little close to the camera. Okay. Trackers. I need to fix those. I fixed my my base stations then. Apparently, one of them was angled up at the ceiling because the cord had like bumped the bed, or like the bed had bumped the cord and like pulled down on the cord, which made the base station pointing up. So I've been doing like one base station for a while.
Great.
I was kind of in view of the other one, but like you know, it wouldn't like get my feet. It was probably only getting like the upper half.
Do you know how long it was like that for?
Like a month.
Oh, God, let's go.
Hitting someone for mean words has always been kind of silly to me, unless it comes to the point of constant harassment or more serious things. One theory that I kind of believe could be plausible is that it was staged. I don't know what the benefits of staging something like that, though. Like, it has really affected Will Smith's career. It is very much like he's lost a lot of sponsorships and movie roles because of it. Which is like, maybe he was so rich he doesn't care anymore and like wanted to fall off, but I don't. You try to like think of what's the end game of this, and with this, I'm like, I don't see the benefit for this. I kind of believe that too. Seems too funny to not be staged. The upside is your trackers last longer. Oh, my trackers already feel like they last such a short time. Was that all my notes? Cancer Die and Guild Wars 2 Janther Wilds. So, Guild Wars 2 is having an expansion coming out soon. Literally, all the games are coming out. All the games, all the expansions, everything. It's all coming out. And, Janther Wild. I forget what the Janther Wilds are. Portal, by the way. I forget what the Janther Wilds are in Guild Wars 2. I think everybody's getting a spear. That's unfortunate. For me, my whole main group hasn't heard of either of them in years. And all of a sudden, they were both the hottest topic. It's... I mean, Chris Rock's doing fine from it. And he's, you know, been able to, like, make some content from it. You know, he gets to talk about it in some of his comedy specials. However, Will Smith has been getting kind of roasted for it. Wait, was there a colliders button? There is a colliders button. Fuck. I found this map recently. It's really nice. Ugh. What? Den has already found a pen and already drawn an Among Us. Hell yeah. Where'd my notes go? I lost my notes. Bedge, get up, come take photos. After stream. I did close my notes. Yeah, I remember now. Did I have the stream paused the whole time? There ain't no way. Maybe she just ended. JP friend showed me a cozy map. I'll have to show you sometime. The name is all in kanji, so good luck finding it otherwise. Now? No. Now is the just chatting part. Oh, I didn't update. Oh, I did update. I was like, oh, I didn't update the mileage on the title, but I did, yay. Bits, what are you on about? Bits likes taking photos lately. And he's saying I need to do photos now. And I'm like, no, I'll do it after. Watching Attack on Titan but with zombies. You can still lately, or you can still chat Dingus lately. I guess it's not lately. It's just, I don't know, I feel like you've been talking about it more. Do it. The other thing was cancer dye. So, scientists have discovered a way to inject dye into people's body. And this dye does nothing. It's inert. However, when it detects cancerous cells, it glows. And so this makes it so that a surgeon can, like, literally perform surgery on you, cut you open, and see all the glowing cancer cells and cut those out with a lot more accuracy and certainty of what they are cutting out. And so this is a massive breakthrough in, like, cancer technologies. They're gonna fucking, you know, another thing against cancer. Human cancer glow stick. Hi, Parrot. Yes. Human cancer glow stick. Oh my god. We had so many notes today. We had the Xbox showcase. Call of Duty, State of Decay, Doom, Dragon Age, Starfield, Vault 76, Clair Obscur, South of Midnight, Sea of Thieves, Metal Gear Solid, Flintlock, Age of Mythology, Perfect Dark, Fable, Fragpunk, Mixtape, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Life is Strange, Indiana Jones, Wu Chang, Avowed, Adamfall, Gears of War, Assassin's Creed, Stalker 2. We had World of Warcraft and Diablo 4 were in that also. Guild Wars 2 is having their expansion. And then we had IGN Live, On Your Tail, Yars Rising, Little Lands, Crab God, Fruit Bus, Zookosis, Broken Lore Karma, The Forever Winter, Love Eternal, Among the Wild, Empire of Ants, Polaris, PC Gaming Show, Level 0 Extraction, Streets of Rogue 2, Southfield, Steel Seed, Stormgate, Fumes, Killing Floor 3, No More Room in Hell 2, Stridon, Death Sprint 66, Crescent County, Escape from Tarkov, Aloft, Still Wakes the Deep, Into the Dead, Phantom Line, and then no particular convention was Sumerian 6, and Hunter x Hunter NetX Impact. Yulin, do you have a hat? I do not have a hat. I'll become a glow stick? Woo, fuck cancer. I mean, there's multiple cures for it. Cancer just makes money. Yeah. That's huge, but also my first thought was being cut open and Caramel Dancing starts playing. Huh. Yuland hat when? We have no hat. We have no hat. The like winners of yesterday's trailers. If I were to pick 5 of these that I'm like, this looked fucking good. The Forever Winter. I think that's the best game that I saw a trailer for yesterday. I think Crab God looked really good. I think Still Wakes the Deep looks really good, though I'm not going to play it. But like, for a game, it looked better than everything else. Especially all the horror games. I think, ooh. I feel like I can only pick one between Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, and Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. Yeah. They're not actually, one's turn-based. Why am I comparing them? Hell Let Loose 2? Wait, was that shown? I don't have that in my notes. I don't think I do. Did I say that one? I'm only looking at the trailers. Wait, what did you say? When I was going over the list, I might have said something really fucking fast. But looking at the top 5 games from yesterday, there was the Forever Winter. I think the Forever Winter, Crab God, Stormgate, and then I'll say Claire Obscure Expedition 33 and Gears of War E-Day. I think those are the 5 best trailers I saw. And some of those were like, you know, right up there with it and should probably get like honorable mentions. You know, honorable mentions to Doom the Dark Ages, Dragon Age Veilguard, Vault 76 Skyline Valley, South of Midnight, Metal Gear Solid Delta, Age of Mythology Retold, Perfect Dark Reboot, Fable, Mixtape, Life is Strange Double Exposure, Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers. God, this is a lot of honorable mentions. I didn't think it was going to be this many. Is that all the honorable mentions I would get? Yars Rising. I think that's it. Killing Floor 3, that gets an honorable mention. No More Room in Hell 2, that gets an honorable mention. Yeah, very clearly the best game that, like, I saw this and I was like, holy shit, this looks really good, was the Forever Winter, though. And you advised to buy Helldivers, Yulin? If you like silly shooter games like that, yes. I'll tell you right now, the best way to get advice on if you want something, Wrath, game-wise, is just go watch streamers play it. You will learn very quickly by watching a streamer play it if you want to play it yourself. Which Helldivers? I would assume Helldivers 2. I haven't played Helldivers 2. I've watched people play it, but even then, like, I don't know what the fuck is going on in that game. But the people who play it love it. I'm tired, guys. I actually got a little sweaty today. If you have 3 friends to play with, it's the best game ever, but randoms can ruin it? This is a new haircut, right? It's cute. Did you see what Etsuko was drawing today?
Yeah, we were talking about it. She was trying to get people to guess who it was. And I was like, I know who that is.
I was losing my shit over it. Like, I woke up and I was like, alright, what streams am I opening? I opened that one and I just saw, like, the very beginning of it. I was like, what? Oh, what?
Yeah, it's Pod.
It's
Also,
it's too nice.
I'd come hang out on camera, but I've got this problem where, like, this, like, does, like, I don't know if you can see.
I can't see it all.
It does things to my shirt, and it's a problem.
Yeah, I don't see it happening at all. Your shirt's fine. But, you know, it might happen on camera, so.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm willing to risk that.
You know what you could do? You could be under the blanket so that only your head is sticking out. Be one of those, like,
True.
senpai of the bed.
Hang on.
Wait, senpai of the bed sounds kind of bad. No, if that's something that I can, like, add to my game files, I will never play anything but Ancient.
Yeah, it is. We're doing we're doing swaps and stuff. It's pretty bug.
You know the little rabbit logo on your shirt? Cut it out and make a boob window. Oh my god. Now, I have other things I need to do before I do silly things like that. I need to fix my hair color. I need to fix my twitchy ass eye. Wait, I forget which eye it is. One of my eyes fucking twitches. I need to get rid of, I need to get rid of emotes on my right hand so that I could only do them with my left hand. Because my brain can't handle doing emotes with both of them. I need to fix this shirt. This shirt has some weird, like, stretching going on. And it's got, like, holes around the armpits. I keep putting it off. It's been like 5 months since I touched any Avatar stuff. Silly? Yes. Oh, boob window sounds fun. But I really just, I need to fix the shirt for this model. I paid my speeding ticket. What a rigmarole. Hell yeah. That was a while ago that you got that, right? Was that all my stories? Yep. I think the thing I want the most is the World of Warcraft expansion. I want that. I want to see people play a lot of these games. I don't know if I want any of them myself. Maybe one or two of the crafting survival games to like play with friends, but so many of them came out. I don't even care. From June of last year on the Venice Bridge, 79 and a 70. Like 45 and a 40. I've gotten 2 speeding tickets in my life. Both of them were like 74 or 76 and a 60. Both of them were like 2 a.m. in the morning. I drove my parents to the airport, and then I was driving back, and not a single person on the freeway. And so I'm just driving back kind of fast, and I get pulled over, and they're like, "You're going too fast." I'm like, dude, okay. Tears of Metal. I am very excited for Tears of Metal, but that wasn't from yesterday. I'm the speed demon, but y'all are the one with speeding tickets? Apparently that's how it works. The cops were lonely. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like if it's 4 a.m. in the morning and there's fucking no one on the road, you should still follow the rules. You don't get to pick and choose when it's okay and when it's not okay to follow the law. I was speeding. I was in the wrong. But my logic was there's nobody on the road. Who the fuck cares if I go a little fast? And I got a ticket for it. Where did Freya go? I bet she's upstairs. Just never follow them? Here's a better idea, Bits. Just never drive. Save money by not owning a car. Now, as a camera, they just like extortion. You'd not have gotten a ticket if you had the booth window. SMH. I don't own a car. And it is fucking the way to go.
For sure.
Bro, cop just exists to pull me over for forgetting to use my turn signal in the turning only lane. How do you forget that? I feel like that should be so habitual. But also, that sucks. That's one of those things where it's like, you should absolutely use your turning signal. Anytime you're going to do something, you know, just lets everyone else know what you're doing and makes everything safer. But if you forgot, yeah. I don't use turn signal in turn only lanes. Where the fuck else am I gonna go? Apparently off the rails.
That cop needed to get lost one there. Hi, Archangel. Where are we thinking of going today? Oh, this person's live. What are people playing? Somebody's playing Dead Island 2. I'm kind of thinking of going there. Here's the thing with using your turn signal in a turn-only lane. You know it's turn-only, but others might not know that it's turn-only. And so for them, you know, they're gonna be like, I know what my lane is, and I could have a pretty good idea of what everyone else is, but like, if you just turn your turn signal on, they know exactly what you're gonna do. It's just more information. That's why you should be turning your turn signal on in turn-only lanes. Yes, it's like, where the fuck else am I gonna go? And realistically, fucking nowhere but that turn. It's more information for other drivers to know exactly what you're doing. And the more information they have, the safer everybody can be, the more on the same page everyone is. Bro, I can only make a fuck right turn in this lane. Why the fuck do I need to let others know I'm making a right turn? I can't do anything else. It's just more information for them. It was at an intersection everyone knows. I'll tell you right now, the moment you think everyone knows it, that's not how it works. I don't care about other drivers, only bikers? Well, you should care about other drivers. What? What kind of fucking take is that? Nuh-uh. How's Yulin doing today? I'm tired, Archangel. I woke up at 4 a.m. and I watched fucking video game trailers for like 3 or 4 hours. We had so many to talk about. I had a scroll bar in my notes. There's this one vid online of 2 cars in right and left turn lanes making left and right turns. Bold to assume drivers know think. I was making a protected turn. My lane was the only lane driving. You're stuck on this road with me, not the other way around. Oh, tired. Yeah. I want to talk to Koi about the trailers I sent him, because I sent him like 2 or 3 more from yesterday. But I think I know where we're going. I need my streak to update? Okay. Tell me when it's updated. Because I feel like I have to, like, if I end now, I'm fucking destroying the 160 streak, and I can't fucking do that. That'd be messed up. Other than that, we'll be going to Smug Little Bug. He's playing Dead Island 2. Hi, welcome back.
Hi.
Oh god. Is it updated yet? I'm so tired. See? I told you he'd be back. He comes and goes. You gonna break the streak anyway? Ah, what the fuck? Just go ahead. I can get
Hey.
back to 170. No. It'll only take a few
I'll
minutes.
deal with them. I got
Get him, Den. Get him.
I got him. I'll beat him up.
What the fuck? You have
Alright.
hockey? What the fuck?
What do you think?
That's fucking
That's
badass.
amazing. Look out, Den.
Fitz doesn't know what that is,
You
though.
wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand. You haven't seen it.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand, Bits. I couldn't. I mean, you could, but, you know. Here you go. I had the air muffin mode on. Ah! What the fuck? Is updated? Okay. Let's go to Smug Little Bug. He's playing Dead Island. Ah. I like this map. Behavior. Look at me. A little windy in the backyard, but...
Hello.
Okay. And then we come over here. We close out of this video. Where's Chatterino? There it is. Goodbye, you. Have a good nappy. I will. Thanks for walking you. Thank you for hanging out. Socials. /raid. Smug Little Bug. Can I spell that right? I did. Smug Little Bug is playing Dead Island 2. He's part of our Stardew group, and, you know, he's just a homie that we fucking love. Hi, Logitech. Tomorrow is Stardew Tuesday. So, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me company. We did 5.4 miles. Thank you for listening to me rant about video games for 3 fucking hours straight. I'm a little tired of all these video game trailers. I'm ready for less video game trailers and stuff, but, like, at the same time, it is really cool to see all this stuff. I love you. Where's my mouse? Bye.